The 2018 Science Alliance, presented by the U.S. Department of Energy, took place October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the former uranium enrichment plant site near Piketon, Ohio. The first Science Alliance was in 2010 and was attended by 800 students from 18 local high schools. 9 years later, the event has grown to 32 high schools participating and nearly 1,900 high school students over the 3-day period. Science Alliance organizers developed 14 separate stations focusing on specialized STEM activities. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Jeff Pinkerton is the event coordinator.
We work with some outstanding teachers. Of course, the schools are incredible. I hope that they know, and I think that they know, and based upon the numbers that we see, that we listen to them. And so we reach out to them after the conclusion of each year's event and ask them, what could we do better? You know, what is it that as we try to do our best to reach out to these kids in ways that are of interest to them? In other words, not so much the avenue of we're telling you this, so listen to us. It's more of how can we present something in an interactive fashion where you get hands-on experience, you have the opportunity to talk to professionals one-on-one, ask them the questions that are important, not to us necessarily. What's important to you? What do you want to know in planning out your career? And so this is about giving them an opportunity to see and experience a lot of different things all in one location.
Greg Simonton from the U.S. Department of Energy says Science Alliance is a hands-on outreach tool with a mission.
We started thinking about who we wanted to target, and so we looked at high school and specifically juniors because unlike most of the science fairs that you see that focus on middle school students, it took a certain level of understanding and knowledge of sciences to be able to talk about some of our technologies here. So we started looking at the juniors in high school. They're about to make decisions about training, about going to college, about what they're going to do with their life. They also have enough background in the sciences that they can understand some of the complex processes we have. So that's where we started focusing. And then it became, what do we want to do with this event? And so we know it's important to tell the history. It's also important to instill a little pride in our kids in this area. Too many times they get told they can't do things. And so we wanted to instill pride in what was here and what their parents and grandparents' generations built and operated. And we tried to instill in them they can do whatever they want. And so then, third of all, we wanted to tell the story from the technical perspective about what we're doing and just show them what STEM careers are available, even locally, and also then bring them the experience of university so they can start putting all the pieces together as they start making decisions for the rest of their life.
Whatever we can do to help these students, we feel it is the essential element of this event, and each year it continues to grow. And certainly the schools, but from an internal standpoint, our volunteers just pull together at this site to really make this thing happen. This year we averaged 64 or 65 volunteers for each day. Through this joint effort, it's all about education for the kids.
10 colleges and universities were also on site, as well as Kenworth, one of the largest employers in the Scioto Valley.
We're all pulling from the same pool of candidates to fill positions. As I think about it going forward, I'd like to see us have some dialogue on some of the obstacles other industries are having to fill in their positions, some of the things that we could do with an event like this to help get our kids ready for working at a Kenworth or working here or help them along the way. And so I think we actually could have some interaction with some of the other large employers in the area to identify some common things we could work on together. Clearly some technologies are being deployed in manufacturing we may be doing here. Is there something jointly we could do with training? Is there something that we could do that would maybe help each other? So I'd like to see some of that grow from this as well, beyond the interaction with the kids.
How did that happen? Because it's not really a school-related event to them. It's, man, I gained some knowledge and had fun doing it. I've talked to some people that really gave me some good information, and it wasn't a school setting. And so sometimes, just getting outside of that parameter of giving them educational opportunities and letting them have fun while they're doing it, that's when it's really neat to see that light bulb pop on.
For more information on Science Alliance and other programs, visit the Fluor-BWXT website, fbportsmouth.com.
What we're doing to try to preserve this planet history. Y'all have a nice day. Science Alliance 2018.